Happy Friday, everybody. As usual, I have to get this phone in the holster, so bear with me just a second. There we go. Okay, I think that looks good. Hi, Lisa. I see you're on. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here with me. Hope you are having a wonderful day. All right, I'm trying to get this straight. Let me know how that looks on your end. I got to set up my computer real quick, and then we can get to work having some fun with these paper dolls that we've got going on here. Should be a lot of fun today. I made a brand new kit. Bear with me. Hold on. I have to log in so I can see your comments here. And I need to turn this down. Taking me just a second here. You're doing good. Okay, I'm reading your comment on my phone. I won't do that for very long, but yes, thank you. I am doing good. It's Friday. After I do my live, though, I have to go help my husband clear out the shop because he's closing his shop down. So I'm going to be exhausted by Sunday because we're doing the same thing tomorrow. But then we'll be done. And so I'm looking forward to the being done part. Okay, here we are. Let me know, is your view good? I mean, I think it is, but I'm not there yet. If I'm too low, let me know. I can always, oh yeah, I am a little bit low. Hi Donna, how are you? Oh my gosh, so good to see you here. Let me know if I'm too close to the desk. Otherwise, if you like this, then we'll keep it here. We are going to be making some journaling cards today, and they tend to be a little bit smaller than if I'm doing like a journal or something. So this is an example of what we'll be working on today, except not the Christmas theme. I had some scraps on my desk. I had this scrap master board and I wanted to just use it up. So I created the new paper dolls kit using children. You know, the other one's adults, but these are children. And I used some of those. This is just a playing card. Isn't that so cute how that turned out? So at any rate, that's what we're going to be doing today. But we are going to be using these beauties. Now, I went ahead and I took the liberty of, I almost said stenciling, but that's not what I did. I stickled them ahead of time because last week we did some stickling, which was great. I mean, we had such a good time last week making those ATCs, but the stickling, of course, took a little bit of time, but that part's done now. So we don't need to worry about that. So we did a time saver there. So these are the fall dolls that we're going to be working with today. So you see them, they're shiny. That's the stickles. That's not how they will print out. Okay. I just want to let you know that. And that kit is called Heirloom Little Ones Paper Doll Kit, I believe is what I named that. So that's up in the Etsy shop if you have to get your hands on some paper dolls. It's 25 pages. It's a huge kit. It's 25 pages. And what else can I tell you about it? It's got some phrases. Here they are. This is just a few of them, but it's got some phrases and some words. And then it's got background sheets. Let me show you a couple of them. This one is just kind of a neutrally background that you could use for just about anything. This one has more of a fall feels to it, but I sunk into the blues a little bit, so the blues and browns together look pretty. And oh, thank you, Donna. Oh, good. And the angle is good. Okay, great. Yeah, let me know if I hit it or something, because sometimes, because it's literally in my face, so sometimes I bump into it. I wanted to show you another one of the backgrounds, but I don't have it, so never mind. I did take this handmade paper, I made it myself, and I stenciled over it. So we're going to do some layering on our journaling cards. I thought that would be kind of cool. So when I'm working with journaling cards, I don't want them to be like too bulky because they're made for journaling. So what we're going to do is like flat layers. So we're going to do lots of layers, but I kind of want them to be flat, kind of like this. Let me, this is one of our lady paper dolls. And this is a master board, and then I added this purple sheet over it, and then added her, and then of course this phrase, and that's on a master board. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. And so you can see it's nice and flat. So when you go to write on the back, there's not going to be, you know, a bunch of stuff to, you know, it's hard when you're trying to write on something that's bumpy, so you won't have to do that. Okay, my friends, let's get to it. Let me slide these little cuties up here, and let's go ahead and start with making some backgrounds. And what do we think about starting with this nice rich brown? This is supposed to be cardstock, and I guess it is, but look how flimsy it is. I'm not really accustomed to that. I usually get a very heavyweight cardstock. Oh, let me read the comments real quick because I see some new people here. Hi, Patty. Thank you for coming over. You have the day off. Oh my gosh. Patty, did you see the little paper dolls when I was showing them? Because you were commenting about them on, I don't know, one of my videos or my post or something. So these are the fall ones. Of course, we've got them in, the little girls come, or the little children come. There's boys also, and there's Christmas, Easter, what else did I do? Obviously fall, summertime, and then 1800s through 1950s. So I love the kit. I'm so excited to have taken the time to make it, and you know, just lots of fun. And then who else do we have here? We have Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Oh, good. I'm glad you saw them. So I'm so glad you all are here with me today. Let me know what you're up to this weekend while I cut this paper to a tag size. I was looking for my ruler here. Here it is. I like my tags to be about 3.5 inches wide. And these are journaling tags. They're not like the, you know, really big ones that we make sometimes. These are just to slide in pretty much any pocket. So I'm just doing a little measure there real quick. So that's 3.5 inches wide. I think that's nice. And then let's do, I don't know, let's do 6 inches in height. So let me pop this baby back in here. Hopefully I'm all the way on camera. I feel like I am. Let's do 6 inches tall. I know sometimes journaling tags can be much shorter. They can be like, you know, 3x4 or whatever, but you know, this is our creative life, and we can make them whatever size we want, right? And that's what we're gonna do, because I really do want to have space to add the some of these phrases that are part of that printable kit. So I thought, you know, we'll go tall. All right, now let's layer. Let's have a little bit of fun with some layering. Let's just grab, we're just gonna be random. Let's not think about it too much, right? Let's just grab some of this handmade paper that I made, and let's put this on here. Just like that. Let's just go for it, right? Let me get my glue, and here it is. Got my Aleene's Tacky Glue here. So yes, guys, Lisa, you just did some cleaning the car. Oh, good job. Hi, Gardens. How are you? Remind me of your name, Gardens. I hope I already told you all that I'm really not great with names. It takes me a little bit. That's why when I comment back to you guys on my, you know, comments, I always, not always, but like 90% of the time, I'll say, oh, thank you, Nancy, or thank you, Lisa, or whatever, because it helps me remember, you know, it helps me learn your names, because I don't want to be rude. So Gardens, let us know if you're comfortable with that, and you know, that'd be great. And if you are not comfortable with that, that is perfectly fine. Okay, looking for my spatula. Here it is. Gonna press that glue down. So let me know what you guys are doing this weekend. I'm gonna be laboring, so it's gonna be a really tough weekend for me. But I'm here having fun with you guys right now, and I'm loving that. I have lost my scissors. Oh, here we go. I found one pair. These are not my good ones. These are awful. Actually, don't buy these if you see them. They're the Scotch scissors. Don't even bother. They're, I mean, they're okay, but, you know, they're not like a really good pair of scissors. You know, does the job when I can't find my good scissors. But, or if I'm cutting like ribbon that has wire in it, I'll use these, which might be why they're not that great, because I do abuse them. But, you know, we have to have some tools that we can sort of abuse, because we don't want to ruin like the really, really good ones, right? Oops, I'm trying to cut this to size. There we go. Okay. All right, let's have a look now and see how does that look. That looks pretty cool. I like it. Naomi, thank you, thank you. Okay, appreciate that. So yeah, what are you guys up to? I want to know what you're doing right now. Sometimes people hang out and craft along. Sometimes they wash their dishes and just listen to me, blah, blah, blah. Let me know what you guys are doing. And then let me know what you're doing this weekend. I want to know if you have some fun plans. And we're going to go ahead and get, ooh, that looks nice. Let's get this on here, right? Oh yeah, that looks great. Let's tear this away. I like it. What do you guys think of that? You think that's nice? Let's put that on there. Oh, you know what I didn't do, my friends, was I didn't pull my fall ephemera out. So I'm probably going to do that in just a minute. I'm probably pretty shy on it. I probably don't have that much because I'm not buying, I'm getting prepared to move next year. And so I'm not buying anything new really, unless it's like something I'm out of that I have to have, like glue, or something like that. But I'm trying to be really careful. Oh, but you know what I did do, my friends? Oh my gosh, I'm such a bad girl. Last night I went on michaels.com because they have miniatures. And you guys, many of you know I have my dollhouse that I love. I always post shorts with my dollhouse stuff. And so Michaels is clearing out the Halloween stuff. So I went ahead and I did indulge in that. Now that'll be for next year because my Halloween decorating is done for this year for the dollhouse. But it'll be some fun additions for next year. Okay, I'm liking that. Hang tight. Oh, words. We want to do these words, right? So let's see. Let's grab, oh, she's adorable. Let's grab her. She definitely has fall feels here. There's sparkles everywhere from the stickles, my friends. And then what if we, since we already have words up here, what if we put these down here? Let's have a look and decide if that's what we want to do. This could go here, or it could go up here on over these words. Oh, I actually kind of like that. What do you guys think? Do you think that that looks cool? Let's see, let's get her here. Oh yeah, and then if I had like a little pumpkin that I could put right here. Okay, hold on, reading the comments, hold on. You go through so many scissors, Patty. You know what, Patty? I heard you talking about that on one of your videos, and you're like, I'm never buying scissors at dollar store. Yeah, that's something I wouldn't do either. And then, Donna tells Lisa she needs her car cleaned too. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And then Donna, you're finishing up your flower journal. Oh my gosh, I saw your post in the Facebook group. Gorgeous, of course. And then Lisa, you cleaned your scissors. You know what? That is a good idea because I know we get glue on them and then they don't cut right. They're just like a hot mess. So I probably should do that too. And actually, I do have a knife sharpener. So I probably could take the scissors to the knife sharpener and see if I could, get them into better shape. I mean, it couldn't hurt them. It can only either ruin them because I didn't do a good job or help them. So either way, they're ruined anyway. So it really doesn't matter. Okay, I'm liking this. Let me see. Hopefully I put that in a good spot. I did. Okay, hold on one second. Chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to go grab the fall ephemera book real quick. It's not far away, so at least that's good. Okay, I've got it. So let me put this here for just a second. Sorry, that probably totally blocks your entire view of my desk. There we go. I had to get back in my chair though. Okay. Now I'm going to open up my fall ephemera book here and hi Gigi. Gigi? It's Gigi. How are you doing? Welcome. We are using my new little paper doll kit. Look at these little kids. They're so cute. Look at this. And we're going to make some journal tags. Is that what we're doing? Journal cards. Excuse me. Let me get it straight. They're not tags because they don't have like the tag pull and stuff. I guess that's the difference. If I'm wrong though, let me know. I'm not embarrassed about being wrong. Okay, so we do have some fun things. These are quite large and bold, but since she's not glued down, let's see what would happen if we put this here, we could even have it hang over the edge a little bit. And then she could be under it right here. Oh, what do you think? I know the size is wild, but I still think it's cute. Let me know your thoughts on that while I peruse my thing here. I have some greenery that we could use on one. I'll pull that out. And I thought I was so prepared and had everything ready, and I didn't. That's okay though, that's just life sometimes. I have these, they're huge, so we probably won't use them, or if we did, we would use like half. That's really gigantic though. I mean, if we're gonna go gigantic, I prefer the flower. Let me know your thoughts on that flower so far, my friends. I'll keep those pumpkins out though, just in case. Let me see, do I have anything else that's fall related? I'm really shy on fall stuff, so we're just gonna have to wing it and use what's on my desk, okay, my friends? All right, so I'm looking for comments about the flower. Okay, I think everybody likes it. I think, I don't know, we're gonna go for it. Okay, let's glue our little cutie pie down. I was wondering, should I put her over top of it on Pop Dots? But then if we do that, then I'm going back on what I said about wanting this to be flat. And look, this isn't very flat, but it's so cute. We're going for it. And then we'll try to do better on the next one, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'll be doing a lot of physical work this weekend, helping Carl pack up the shop and actually move it to a storage unit. So Sunday, I'm probably gonna plan on laying on the sofa all day in pain. So that's gonna be my weekend. And so yeah, tell me what you guys have going on. Sometimes it's a good time of year for craft fairs. You guys gonna go participate in one or just go hang out and check one out? Let me know what you got going on. And are you doing anything for Halloween? This is the first year where the kids, my Brandon and my Amanda, are not at home. And last year, Amanda lived at home at the time, but she wasn't home for Halloween, and it was so like depressing. I was like, I'm not doing that again. We're making plans this year. So we're gonna go out, whether it's a movie or something to eat or downtown or something. Okay, I'm liking the flower. I think I'm gonna go for it. Ukulele tomorrow. Oh my gosh, what does that mean? Let me know what that means. Oh, they're starting in November where you live. They start a little, I guess, a little earlier than that here. I don't know why they would though, it's so darn hot. But yeah, it's such a good time of year, right? So all that fun fall festivals begin and, you know, good stuff. Oh my goodness. I don't think this needs anything else. Do you guys agree? I mean, come on. I think it's great. The cardstock is a little flimsy. So what I'll do is probably back that on something a little bit stronger because it's a little bit, you know, like I said, flimsy. But I don't have to do that right now. We're just going to enjoy looking at it the way that it is, and we'll deal with the flimsiness later. Or, you know, maybe it goes on a journal page and like a little tag gets tucked in the flower petals. Hold on. Look, you could do that with a small tag. Hold on. Well, the leaf is ridiculous. Hold on. Let me let me grab a piece of paper here. So we could do something like this. Oh, is that cute? That does work. You could just pop a little, just a small tag in there. Covers her up, but you know, still pretty cute. Okay, one is done. Let's move on to the next. All right, we got this little beauty. And so let's go ahead. I like that she would be on this one. This is what I envisioned for her just because of the color of everything. I think that's good. And we could have the leaves go above her. I like that. All right, let's cut that. And let's decide what size card we would like for this one. I'm thinking. I'm gonna leave her on the paper so I can do the width, sort of just eyeball that. I'm gonna do it right here. There we go. And then Lisa, hold on. What do we got going on here? Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And Lisa, you play in a ukulele group. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. How fun is that? Well, I hope you enjoy that. So Patty, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, but if you are still here, I wanted to tell you that you've inspired me with your reading groups or whatever it is that you're doing. I know that you read, and I think you're in a reading group. Anyways, don't they call them a reading group? No, a book group. That's what they call it. So I'm thinking after I move and we get settled, and after we do a little traveling, because I'd like to go traveling with the Airstream, after we do that, I think I might like to join a little book club. I think that would be so fun. Look how cute this is. All right, what are we gonna do in the background? Anything, do we like it like this, or do we wanna add to it? Let's talk about that. We do have some words here. We have this that we could tuck in here like that. What do you guys think about that? I mean, I don't hate that, right? And then let's go ahead and put this on this gold paper. That looks great. All right, I'm thinking I like that setup. Let me know what your thoughts are. And while I'm waiting on some feedback, I'll go ahead and get this glued down. Oh yes, my Airstream. So check this out. So I do have an Airstream, and it was my dad's. It's a 1967. My husband and I restored it years ago, and we took our kids out camping with it, and it was just such a fun, affordable thing that we could do when they were young. And of course now they've all grown up and we haven't used it in forever. I mean, it has been years, right? I mean, because they're all in their, you know, like mid-20s now. So I want to restore it again, and not everything will have to be done. Last time we had to just take it down to the bones. We won't have to do all that, but just refresh the curtains and the bedding and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then, yes, I want to travel the United States in my vintage Airstream, right? I mean, I'm so looking forward to that. That is something that's been on my bucket list, like, you know, forever. So I think that'd be a lot of fun. And so also another bucket list thing I'd like to do is I really have to go to Alaska. I didn't even realize or really put much thought into it, but did you know you can drive to Alaska? Like, you can go up to Canada and then drive to Alaska. Like, I don't know why I didn't know that before, didn't think of it, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And so we actually could Airstream all the way to Canada if we wanted to. Do we want to, though? That I don't know. All right, I'm going to cut this one with scissors because the glue is wet. And if you try to use your paper cutter with wet glue, it just simply tears the paper. So we're not going to be doing that. Okay, loving this. Now, I'm going to read comments again real quick. Yeah, I'm loving the idea of the traveling. Oh, thank you, Naomi. Oh, you brought out your Christmas piano books. Oh, how nice. And you're playing piano. Oh, and you're reading Paul McCartney lyrics book now. Oh, that's so cool. Well, you might hate me for what I'm getting ready to tell you, but I just dyed some papers, which that's not the hating me part. They're gorgeous. I wish I could show you. They're not on my desk, but they're absolutely stunning. But it was a bunch of Beatles music. So don't hate me. I also did Beethoven. Yeah, a bunch of sheet music from the 60s. Gorgeous job dyeing them, though. Oh, you know what? Hold on. They're close by. Hang on. I have a few pieces here in my desk close by. Let me show you. Let me see here. Oh, none of these aren't the music sheets, but it'll give you the idea of the color gorgeousness. Look at this deep blue. Can you even get over that? I mean, gorgeous. And then look at the green. None of these are the music sheets, like I said, but they're the same, basically the same color. Isn't it just beautiful? I had so much fun dyeing these papers. Oh my goodness. I'm actually going to list some in my Etsy shop because I made the music book was 600 pages. I didn't even realize I dyed like 600 pages worth of stuff, but apparently I did. So I'm going to sell some of it, you know, because like I don't need all that. How long would it take me to go through 600 pages of dyed music paper? Like that would, do you know how many journals I'd have to make? I mean, my goodness, right? So anyway, but it's not listed yet. But if you want some, if you think you want some, let me know, and I'll try to go ahead and get myself motivated to list it. Maybe on Sunday when I'm pretty much comatose and I can't do anything else, I could probably muster up the energy to do a listing on Etsy. So let me know. But anyway, it was fun to do it. I used Rit dye, in case you were wondering. I had a bunch of the dye and I didn't want to pack it. You know, I'm starting to pack, right? So I was like, I'm not packing liquids. So I was like, let me just use it. And so I went to town. I spent 2 solid days dyeing that paper just so I wouldn't have to pack it. Okay, I'm going to flip her over actually, because I really want to do this, but I couldn't do that, you know, when she was up the other way. So there we go. All right, let's check it out. Oh my gosh, so cute. Now, why are my stickles coming off? I mean, they're not all coming off, but do you see how they're like just all over the place? My goodness. Okay, so do you think we should add something else? Yeah, where'd those words go? Let me find, which ones did we have? Was it clever? Let's see. We can use clever. I like that. What do you guys think of that? Let me, let's see here. I'm reading again. Hold on. Donna, you love camping. Yeah, it's the best. I love being in nature. Oh, bonjour. Hello. Thank you for coming in. I'm sorry I didn't see you before. And, let's see. I'm catching up. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the papers. Yeah, I just love the color. And GP Neva, hello, hello. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. So you guys like the clever. Okay, very good. What I think I'm going to do, though, gosh, I hate to do it. Hold on. I hate to snip the end. I can, though. Let me just, I'm going to snip the ends, and then I'll put a little ink on them. There we go. I just want to make it so it's not quite as long as it was. Let me try to make it straight. Goodness. Okay, I think that's pretty straight. And then, here we go. Got this. I'm just going to get a little color on the ends. There we go. Oops. There. Okay, perfect. And then we'll just glue that on there. And I feel like then this journaling card is done, right? I mean, do you guys think it needs anything else? I could add some trim. Let me get this on here and then we'll look at it and see if it feels like it is all finished. Okay, there we go. Whoops. There we go. Let's see. Let me move this up just a hair. I'm thinking right here. It is going to touch her, and that's okay, I think. Let me get this glue off of there. There we go. All right. Now, while that is drying, are you guys feeling like anything needs to be up here? What do you guys think? Let me know what your thoughts are. While we are thinking about that, I'm going to put my clothespin on to hold this tag down. Will this reach all the way? Oh, darn, we're just so close. That's okay. I'll just keep pressing it. So should I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to cover up the pretty leaves. No, that's way too big. Let me see what I have for like a flat trim. Let me see what we've got. Oh, well, we have something that might work, my friends. We have a couple things here. I'm going to need a vote, okay? So get ready. Get ready for voting. Okay, we can do, this is one of the options. This is the gold trim. And whatever I do at the top, I'll probably do at the bottom, even though it's going to cover her shoes. I mean, I don't have to do it on the bottom. I could just do it on the top. So there's gold trim. That's one option. And then, of course, we have the fantastic pom-pom gingham, which could go right here. Super cute. And then we also have, this is much thicker, and I think it might be too thick. Well, let's try this yellow on. I don't think yellow's gonna work, but let's try it. No, I don't like that at all. But we have this. This is gingham as well. Oh, bless you, Andrew. But it is thicker. So I don't really love the thicker gingham. And honestly, my eye says maybe the gold is the way to go. But here we go. I'm going to show it to you again. There we go with the pom-pom gingham. Super cute. And then here we go with the gold. I really feel like the gold works. What do you guys think? Hi, Larry. How are you doing? And you do like the orange. Okay. Oh, hi, Penny. When did you come in? Sorry, I didn't see you earlier. So sorry. Okay, let's go gold. Orange small. Okay, we have a, all right, well, let's play. Let's play. Because we have about an even vote. What if we're just saying orange with maybe this over top? Is that what do we think? I mean, oh, I like that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Then that way we get both, right? Oh gosh. Let's try this. See how that works for us. Okay, let me take this off so I can lay it flat on the table here. There we go. All right, orange down first. I'll go ahead and just use my Fabri-Tac. If I can find it. Yep, here she is. So yeah, what Penny, what's going on with you, girl? You love the combo. Oh, good, good, good. How are you doing? You got some, gosh, can I talk today? Do you have some fairs coming up this weekend? I feel like you did last weekend. Am I right? If you did last weekend, how did it go? Was it good? You know, sometimes they're great and sometimes they're like, oh, I'm not sure why I came here. So let us know how you did. Hopefully they were great. And then let us know if you have another one coming up. I know it's the season for you. Busy time of year. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get this on, then I'll cut them to size. I do like that though. I love the way that that works together. It matches the leaves and, oops, it's sticking to my finger, but not the fabric. Hold on. Let me get my spatula. Oh my gosh, I need some help. Okay, there we go. There. Okay. I think we got that sticking down now. We're gonna give that a minute and then I'll go ahead and trim these edges. And then this will probably, actually no, this is a lot firmer than the brown, so I won't have to layer that later. All right, this is looking good. I wish I had a brush. I do. Hold on a second. I'd like to see what this actually looks like once I brush the the extra stickles that are just falling off of it, you know. There. I just want you guys to be able to really see it, how it's gonna truly look. There. There we go. Let me cut this off. And then I'll show it to you up close. That is still drying, but we're going to try to cut it without moving it. Yeah, see, these scissors are awful. I need to clean them like you did, Donna. Was it you, Donna, that cleaned yours? I need to do that. Okay. So here is the second one. And you know what? I did stickles all over her dress and they came off. That must be the white ones. Okay, so this one got really watered down. I wonder if I should ditch it and get new. Because if it's not gonna stay on, what's the point? Like a lot of those rubbed off. So I will keep an eye on the white stickles. And if it does that to more of the cards, I'll know. I'm just gonna throw this away and get a fresh one. Because the other ones don't really come off like that. Okay, she's adorable. So let's go ahead and do something with her. I'm gonna show her to you up close. There we go. Isn't she cute? Go for new. Okay, I will. Okay. It looks top heavy. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, okay. So stickles, so Donna, you asked about what do stickles do. Stickles are what added the shimmer here. And usually they don't come off, but I think, I'm just gonna throw it away right now. Mine, they got condensation because I left them on my windowsill, so don't do that. And so the white one and the green one got a bit dysfunctional. The other ones are working fine. Okay, so let's go back to this. A little top heavy. Okay, well let's repeat what we did at the top, and let's put some at the bottom as well. Let's fix that situation. Hate to cover shoes, but you know what? I could kind of hang it off the bottom a little bit so we're not covering her shoes completely, right? Let's give it a try. Oh, I really need to find my better scissors. These ones are driving me crazy. All right, let's give it a try. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to get the glue just right on the bottom edge if I can. And then we can just have that hang off just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Now, we just need it to grab enough to hold it. So at least we're not covering both shoes, just partially covering the one shoe. And then we have enough of that we can use. This gold right here, I think I told you guys this last week, but I bought that when I very first started junk journaling, and I found it at the thrift store. It was this huge spool of it. And this is all I have left. I finally have used almost all of it, and I don't even think I sold any of it. I think I might have given some away, but I mostly have used it. It's just been handy. It's great during the holidays. Okay, there we go. Now it's not top heavy anymore, and it's not too bulky. This will still be very easy to write on because the trim is just at the top and at the bottom. Let's see if I can find a better pair of scissors. Okay, I'm gonna try these. I know these are dull too, but I'm gonna try and see if they're better than the other ones. Let's flip it over. See how it's hanging off a little bit? I think that's fine. Oh, it's moving it. You hold it. Yeah, these are just as bad. Hold on a sec. Let me try another pair. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's try this pair. This is my fussy cutting scissors. Okay. There we go. Okay, she's not top heavy anymore, right? Okay, so Penny says, once the stickles start to come off, she'll say, oh, that the glue part's been altered. Okay. Yeah, I think the condensation did alter it. It did. It ruined it, basically. So I'm glad you shared that with me. I'll just get new. I will absolutely do that. But anyway, I think she's cute. So where's our first one? Hold on, I want to show you guys both of the ones we've done today. But here she is, sorry. Penny, I don't know if you saw the first one or not, but here she is. Look how cute. So cute. Okay, now let's do one of these, okay? Because look how cute they are. Let's do spooky-ish, sort of. I mean, they're kids and they're cute, so they're not gonna be that spooky. But let's do this girl. She's adorable with her pumpkin. Let's put her on blue. I think she looks good on blue. Let me cut that to size. I'm not really measuring, just, you know, cutting what looks good. Oh, let's cut the height. Oh, hold on a second. If we're gonna do some words, let's just pick one. That's too big. Okay, we'll be doing a word. So we could do like, what does this say? Playful. Let's do that. Okay. So we don't need a ton of extra space for just doing a word. And I do need to back that. So I'll go ahead and back that onto this gold paper. So I'll just glue this down first. Oh, thank you, Penny. I'm glad. So yeah, Penny, so let me get you caught up real quick. I made a new kit. So since last week, I made a new kit of paper dolls, but using children. And it's 25 pages of kids with different seasons, and 1800s through 1950. And they're all adorable, and I love them so much. And I'm gonna have so much fun playing with them. So I sent the kit to our friend Jen at Sassy Southern NC Girl, since she's co-hosting the collab with me. And so I said, I don't know if you're done making all your videos yet. And she said, no, I'm not. And I was like, oh, yay. So she's gonna use some of the kids, I think, in her last video, which is great. I had already recorded all mine. Mine's done. So I couldn't use mine for that, but I can, you know, use them for other things, of course. All right, we got that on there. So I left a little room going around the edge just for, you know, I don't know, the aesthetic of it. So I'm already starting to think about Halloween decor for the dollhouse. I'm sorry, Christmas decor for the dollhouse. And I can't wait. I can't wait to decorate for Christmas now. I'm so excited. Okay, we got this down. Now let's get our little cutie girl here. Here she is. And then we'll use Playful. I think that'll be super cute right here. Do you guys vote for trim? Thank you, Penny. Thank you. Do you guys think we should do trim or just keep it simple and do it like that? Let me know. While I'm waiting for comments on that, I'm gonna look for my next card. Let me see something here. No, that doesn't work on there. Oh, hold on, let me do this. I don't like the green with it. I just don't think the green works. So let's just get that off of the table. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Do we need something here? Well, something. What would it be? Hold on a sec, actually. Again, I want to keep it kind of... No trim, keep it simple. Okay, I got you. Okay, perfect. Simple. Okay, perfect. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sometimes less is more, right, my friends? All right, here we go. Now, even though these are journaling cards, you know, we can certainly turn them into tags. We can certainly turn them into pockets. You know. Oh, you know what I wanted to say to you guys? I have to get rid of stuff. So if you want one of these cards that I'm making, email me. Where's my little thing with my email address? I sent out the ATCs from last week that I made, and you guys said you wanted them. So I mailed those out. But here's my email address. It's Jovi dot, see the little dot right here? 5 and then 5 zeros at gmail.com. So if you'd like one of these cards, email me. I'll set this here for just a minute as I'm gluing this down. And I'd be happy to send it to you. Because like I said, I am working on destashing and packing, and I'm really going to have to start packing up my craft room, and I don't want to yet. I'm going to try to prolong it as long as I can, but I have actually already started going through stuff, so I can't hang on to everything I have. Yeah, so if you want some, let me know. How fun. Okay, let's get Playful on here. Love it. Get my top on, and then I'll press that down. I like that right there. Just putting that on top so I can press it. Okay, let's see if I moved it. All right, no, I didn't. Yay. Look, isn't she cute? I love it. I like that background. That's part of the kit, and I really like it. It's easy to work with. Definitely easy to work with. Okay, what do we have next? Why am I packing? Yeah, because I'm moving. So, oh, bye, Gigi. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for coming. I'm sending hearts right now. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Yeah. So, yes, I'm packing because we're preparing to move, and we're not moving till next year, but still with the holidays and everything, you know, time just flies, right? It just goes very quickly. So I was wondering, can I use this tie-dye on top of some cardstock? I think maybe brown would be nice. It'll deepen it, okay? And I might cut this to size, but we're just playing here. So we've got the tie-dye. This is stiffened fabric, by the way. I used a stiffener on it, and it's so cool, and it glues down so easy now. Okay, so we're just playing here real quick. But let's say we've got this. Does it work for like a Halloween theme, or am I reserving this for more of a summertime theme? Let's just play for a minute. We can pretend we've got a gigantic pumpkin, which I really think is too big, unless we kind of like it behind her. Thoughts? Let me know. We also have a really big leaf. So let's say she's here and the leaf is coming in here. Do I have another background? Let's try maybe blue instead of brown. I know, I feel like that brown was kind of sucking the life out of everything. We could layer it though. We could have brown on the edges like this, and then the blue, and then the yellow. So then it looks like we've got like these layers here. And then could be our little girl. And then we could have this, not that we want it, we're just playing. It is kind of big though. Really very big. We also have the green one, but I don't know. No, this is really a tropical leaf. So I'm just gonna get that off the desk. I don't think that's gonna work. You do love the pumpkin. You do like the yellow. Okay. Hold on a sec. Let me read some more. Needs to be used more in my life. Oh, you're so kind, Naomi. Thank you, thank you. Love the pumpkin. Okay, let's work it. Let's work the pumpkin in. Let's just work this in. Let's just play here. So let's get some book page into the mix. Let's just see here. I'm just playing. I'm experimenting. We're just going to put this here. No, those colors do not work. Let's try some of this. Let's just grab some of that. And let's just take a smaller piece of it. This is handmade paper. I need to do that again. I loved it so much. So let's pretend these styles might be way too different. Oh, now I don't hate that, guys. I don't hate that. I mean, what do you guys kind of think about what's happening here? Do you like it? Let's think about that. We also have, instead of the dark blue, let's scooch the dark blue out of the way. I also have this one that's kind of mottled. Mottled? I think mottled is what we would call that. So let's pretend this is what we're doing here. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to put it all back together. And then we got this. Okay, so let's pretend this is what we have going on. The dark blue gave it a little bit more of an impact. Oh, but you guys like it. Is this what you like? Leaf blue and yellow, okay. The leaf, you do like the leaf with the blue and the yellow. Okay, I like this paper. You like let me know if you like the dark or the light. Okay, I'm thinking the dark, but let me, and then Nancy said the leaf. Okay, we're gonna use the leaf. Where'd the leaf go? This leaf, this big leaf here. Okay, let's pretend we're just getting crazy here. Let's just get crazy together. What if we did like this? Is that too much? I mean, you know, obviously I would better my placement once we figure it out, but what do you guys think of that? It's interesting. Definitely interesting. I think we could do it though. Let's start by cutting our base. Let's get our base to size. We're either gonna make something great or it's gonna be a hot mess. Let's find out together. Leaf with the dark. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, let's do 3.5 inches wide for our tag. It'll give us a lot of space to play with. Okay, and then let's go, let me do this at about 6 inches tall. That gives us a lot of space to play with. Okay, so here's our base, all right? Now, we got that. Now we're gonna take this. Let's get our goodies over here to the side. Let's take this and let's, you know what, let's reserve this right there just for fun. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that. I'm gonna have a little bit of this brown edge here. So I'm marking that where I wanna cut it on both, okay? Now we'll do that. Okay, sorry if I'm off screen, but you know, leaf or pumpkin. So you're saying I should choose one or the other. Okay, well let's, you guys are all over the place. We have some lights and some darks. Okay, oh, I'm gonna fix that then. Here we go. We're gonna have some lights and some darks there. Here we go. Let's just have some fun. Let's just do both, okay? All right, so I'm gonna glue this into place, but before I do, I'm gonna grab my, oh, I could use my orange ink. Don't use the orange for much, but you know, let's use it. No, I gotta go darker. I gotta go with my brown. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That's just not giving it enough punch. So, oh, actually I have black. Let's use black. Let's give it a real punch with black here. Let's go around the edges. There we go. All right, let's make something awesome, right? We'll see. We'll see. Okay, no judging here. We're being adventurous. Here we go. Here's our tag. We are having an adventure with this one. You're gonna see how this turns out. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. We got some ink around it. So we've done that. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get these into place. Get some glue on there. Get some glue on this one. Get the words out of the way. And then you know what I think I'll do? We're gonna do the yellow, but I think I'll go ahead and cut it to be a little bit smaller so it's not overpowering the page. It'll just give us like a nice little punch, but it won't be overwhelming. What do you guys think about that? All right, where's my spatula? No idea. The desk now, I've been at this for 40 minutes, so the desk is a hot mess now, which is to be expected. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get this one on this side. Yes, do this one. Nice little fun collage page, right? There we go. Get that out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna put this right up here. We have our nice little brown edge. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and Naomi, sorry, I'm laughing because I read your comment. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go ahead and you know what I'm wondering? I'm just getting a little creative here. I can't tear this because oh, hold on. Yes, I can. Look at that. Sorry if that sounded really loud on your end, but hey, that was great. Now, what I'd like to do is bring this in, but I'd like it to be a little bit of a different shape. So I'm going to see if I can cut it with these scissors. Oh, look at that, I can. Oh, amazing, okay. All right, so here we go. Huh, I have, you know what? This one might work perfect. What if we put this like right here and went across that way? Or let's try this one. This one across like that. I don't hate that at all. Hold on, I'm thinking maybe, yeah, no, right there. I'm doing it. I'm not even asking. I'm going for it, my friends. Let's do it. Little piece of yellow there just to punch it up a notch. Oops, oh, that was nice. There we go. Okay, that goes all the way across, which is great. Oh yeah, I'm liking this so far. Okay, I can handle this. Let's cut off this little piece here. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's grab our pumpkin and see what we want to do with this. I'm gonna cut it. All right, let's see now. I'm thinking the pumpkin, where's our girl? Here she is, and she's got her own pumpkin. She's so cute. Okay, here's our girl. Here's our pumpkin. So I can do a whole lot of things with this. I can bring this down here. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, I'm playing here. I'm playing and thinking. She's here. Let's say she's here, like that. Okay, and then pumpkin is here. And so I'm cutting the rest of it off, I think. I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for it. And I'm just gonna do a rough cut. I'll be more specific once it's glued down. But let's just see how this does. And the second one. Okay, Nancy, I'm so sorry. I have forgotten already what the second one was. Because you know, that's how I roll. I just, you know, I just can't keep it. Oops, hold on. Let me get her off before she's glued down permanently. Holy cow, there was a little bit of glue on the paper. Okay, here we go. Getting this down here like this. Okay, now I need to, I probably should do it up here actually and leave this brown edge showing. So let's do that. I'm trying to slide it into place before the glue dries all the way. Okay, I think we did it. Okay, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Okay, now before I put her down, I'm going to indulge myself and play with this leaf. I know we said one or the other, but I'm thinking of coming in and just cutting a lot of it away, but just having part of it on there, unless it's a hot mess. But let's see, let's see. Okay, let's say she's here, and it would be like, trying to cover it, it would be like, it would look like this, you know. So it would just be a piece of it. That is a lot. So let's remove the leaf. Oh my gosh, we have a whole section for big words if we want. Look, we have this whole section here. Oh my gosh, what do you think about that? What do you think about that, my friends? If I glue her down and I glue this down, I think then we have a journaling card. What do you guys think? You like it? Okay. So yeah, let's utilize this space for this giant saying here, phrase, whatever we want to call it. Here we go. This is one of the ones that I think the stickles will come off of, and so I will re-stickle it with my working stickles once this is dry. Once everything is dry, I can go back in and do that. Okay. All right, loving it, loving it. And then our little cutie pie. Did we even do a spooky one? You guys, I was going in a spooky direction. Oh yeah, it was this girl. That's right, we did, okay. All right, let's go ahead. Now I'm thinking this is the one we're gonna use, but let's try the other ones on before we commit because we have a few choices. So we have her. And I like the other girl better just because she's a little bit bigger. So we'll move her over here, and then we have this girl who gives it a real pop of color. Don't know if I necessarily like her better than the other one. Let me try that again. I do kind of like this girl with holding the pumpkin. Gosh, they're both good though. Okay, you guys have to tell me which one. Okay, are we going dark dress or orange dress? Let me know what you think about which one should go on because they both have a different effect. This one just really pops, and then this one just like goes well. So I need to know what you guys think. I'll put them both here. Let me know what you think. Oh my gosh. The pumpkin girl. Okay, perfect. Let's stick to our pumpkin girl. Let's do it. I'm going to get glue on her. Hi, Andrew. Andrew came over. He's got his coloring book. And he's getting ready to have, we call it our crafty time. He's getting ready to have his crafty time too. Okay, we're gonna get this glued down right here. Gonna pull her down just a little bit. Okay, I like her right there. Okay. Okay, let's have a look and see. Let's see how that turned out. Oh my goodness. What do you think? Okay, now for a finishing touch, I just have to ask, do we want, and I don't even know if we can. I was going to say, do we want to go around it with this trim? It fits on this side, no problem at all. Let's try it on this side. We come over here, and actually it can fit on this side perfectly fine as well. Let's see, at the top we can have it kind of popping off the top a little, so no problem there. We'll end up covering her shoes unless I pull her up. Nope, she's dried into place. But we could do some down here. What do you think? Do we want the trim? Let me know if we want the trim, you guys, because that could work out super cute. I'm really tempted. You know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it, okay? Unless you think it's terrible. But I think I'm going to go for it. Such cute trim. I love gingham and I love pom-poms. So when I saw this trim, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to have that in every color. And it's not expensive. It's a few bucks, you know. And so I have it in just about all the colors. Probably not every color, but many of them. But I will use it because I love gingham. So I don't mind having something if I know I'm going to use it. All right, let's get our handy dandy Fabri-Tac ready to go. And we're just going to go right down the edge here. And you know what? I'll do all the edges at the same time because it doesn't dry immediately. We'll be fine. I'm going to try to have the bottom hang off just a little bit. Okay. And here we go. That'll kind of pull all of the orange together. I think that's going to be super, super cute. And I will flip it over real quick. Make sure everything looks even so far. All right, that's looking good. It's hanging off the page a little bit, but I'm totally okay with that. And then this one I'll definitely have hang off so we don't cover her shoes completely. Then we're going to come over here and get this one down. Oh man, super cute. Oh man, I really, really like it. Where are my good scissors? Now I really want to be careful how I trim this. I'll use these ones. All right, we are flipping it over and we're going to trim our trim. And then I'll show it to you. So fun. Yeah, I'm loving the paper dolls. I mean, they're just such a great centerpiece. Like a lot of times I would use flowers or butterflies, which are great, but you know, I like to mix it up a little. And so having these are just, it's great fun. All right, we are almost there. Apparently I need to sharpen all my scissors. I've had these for like 25 years though. These have been great. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just press this down one more time with my fingers. Now, you know what would be cute on here? I'm not going to do it because if we're going to use this as a journaling card, I don't want it to be bulky, but little orange buttons in the corners. Oh, cute, right? But look, isn't she adorable? Oh, I'm so glad you like it. So yeah, if you guys would like one of these cards, just send me an email. Here's the other one we made today. I'm going to show them all to you because I have to go to the shop now and get to work, and I don't want to. I'd rather stay here and play with you guys, but you know. So if you want one of these, just email me and let me know. I'm happy to share. And then we did this one. This was our first one, remember? And then if more than 4 of you email me, that's perfectly okay, because let me show you what I have in stock ready to go. I had just finished this one before I went live. She's gorgeous. We have this one on a card. And I have this one on, this was masterboard. And then we have her, she's on masterboard. And hold on, I'm reaching and grabbing more. This one was on masterboard. And then look at this little cutie, also done on masterboard. And I have one more. And I have this one. So I have plenty to share, plenty to share. Oh my goodness. Okay, my friends, well, I'm gonna go because like I said, I have to go get to work, but I hope you enjoyed it today. I really enjoyed having you guys. It was so fun, and this was just great, a great way to start the weekend. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm sending you a message in the chat here. And I'm misspelling things, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, my friends, bye. Give me a thumbs up before you go if you didn't already. I would love that so very much. Okay, you guys? All right, well, I'll see y'all later.